Well, unfortunately, that was a classic slice off the 8th tee here, way off to the right. I'm going to try and figure out what I did wrong. I thought I had a good grip, so I'm going to see if it had anything to do with my alignment and my ball position. I suspect that it probably did. One of the things that slicers tend to suffer from is not setting up to the ball correctly. Quite often, they're actually setting up in a corrective manner to the ball going to the right. So that often means that the ball position is forward and their shoulders tend to get open because I don't want the ball to go over there, I want it to go somewhere to the left. And in doing so, it creates a swing path that goes to the left. The club face is more open in relation to the swing path, and that sends the ball on its way out to the right there. Hence, being corrective with your setup, or attempting to be corrective with your setup, can often influence the problem and make matters worse. So let's look at what we need to do in our address position with our alignment in order to get rid of the slice. The first thing to relate to is actually the ball position. The swing is such that the path comes into the ball from the inside, the swing path is from the inside, it stays on the line for a moment or two and then goes back to the left. So the club goes from the inside, it's almost like a door. It's opening, it's closing, and it's opening again. So it's a door on a hinge right here. If the ball position is a little further back, that influences the swing path to come more from the inside. More from the inside is what we're looking for. We want to get the club to enter the ball on this path because that's going to help me send the ball out to the right and create a draw swing. So as I'm setting up to this shot here, my feet are close together. I'm putting the club face behind the ball, aiming just right of the target because I want to just come in with a little bit of a draw. My left foot moves a hair to the left, my right foot moves to the right. The ball position is now slightly inside my left heel with the driver, which is correct. My shoulders are tilted a little bit to the right here, so my spine is tilted slightly away from the target. That in itself is really going to encourage me to swing on the correct swing path, which is what's going to influence me hitting the draw as opposed to that slice which I hit at the beginning. So I take my setup, I get my stance like so. As you can see, the feet have very little to do really with my alignment. It's all in my upper body here. Getting my shoulders aimed correctly is really the key. So let's give one a hit. Take my setup. I know my feet are fine. My shoulders are tilted slightly behind the ball. And that went off with a lovely draw. So just to recap, let's just make sure that ball position is not too far forward if you slice. Take your setup with your feet together, move your left foot to the left, your right foot to the right, so that your upper body can shift a little bit more to the right side here at address. We don't want to have these shoulders open and forward, we want to have them back. The feet just work back and forwards on a parallel line to the target. We're trying to not make the ball go left by aiming the shoulders to the left. We actually want to set them up a little bit to the right. If you do that, you're going to be getting rid of your slice in no time at all and even hitting a draw.